Welcome to Yegs and Bacon, a production of Submed Industries.
Oh.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Yegs and Bacon, which is opening with the most variant edition opening of all time, a cat wandering around trying to get attention while we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, everybody, this is Jim, if you don't know. She is 14 years old, and she is 10 pounds of demon.
She is my old lady. So when I'm actually, if I'm ever out on the streets, on the rough roads, talking about my old lady, this is who I mean.
Yeah, it's not me.
At home, my old lady, she screams at me for food.
That is also sometimes me, though. It's okay. There's a tail on my face. Hello.
At home, my old lady, sometimes she poops on the floor.
That's not me.
That's not you.
That's just Jim. Just Jim being Jim.
Yep, we love her. You might have had her in your sights on our Friday Final Order Cutoff show. That's where she was hanging out. She went right into the microphone, and that was good times for everybody.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about some pop culture stuff. To start, we're going to start on a little bit of a theme from last week's episode. There was an announcement this past week, huge announcement, though to look at a lot of comic book sites, you wouldn't think it. The webtoon series, Lore Olympus, is coming to print from Penguin Random House. Now, this is huge news, though not a lot of people might know it. Webtoon is one of the bigger comic book publishers out there right now, or comics publishers right now, and they do webcomics.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, this is a boon for webtoons and New Zealand artist Rachel Smythe, because they literally this comic gets millions of readers every single week.
The amount of people who subscribe to it, so like you would for at a comic store or whatnot, you just click a button, you'll get notifications every time there's a new episode up. Numbers well over 3 million. I've seen somebody say over 4 million. I confirmed over 3 million for sure.
Yeah.
3 million subscribed readers a week.
That's pretty impressive.
Get notifications about the new happenings about this book. 3 million. The top selling comic books of the last while, I guess apparently Berserker is one of the top selling comics of the last while. It's going to clock in at about 500,000.
I mean, that's huge for comics, because generally a big seller is still under 100,000. Yeah.
That's print run. Dogman, recent volumes, 5 million.
Yeah, 5 million first print run.
So
that's not to say that there won't be a second.
Exactly, right? So there's definitely a shift happening right now in what's going on in the world. Especially in the world of comics. When this was talked about in the retailer forum, it was met with a, okay, whatever. What does that mean for us?
It means that you can welcome literally millions of people into your store, somewhat metaphorically, but it means that the direct market should get off its butt. Yeah.
Like I'm seeing over on the Wikipedia, in 2020, Lore Olympus had 299 million views.
Yeah, as of January 2020. So it started.
Oh, as of, okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I had it turned.
It started about 2 years ago.
Wow.
It's only 2 years old, and it's garnered following in the millions in comics.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Launch date. So just to go through it, because I will admit I hadn't heard of it before someone requested it actually a week or two ago, and then this news came out, and I immediately sent it to them.
Yeah.
The comic is a modern retelling of the relationship between the Greek goddess and god Persephone and Hades. So it's definitely got, you know, I don't know, crossover appeal, cross-demographic appeal.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a romance. It's got mythology. It's got really, really sweet characters. And literally millions of people are reading it each week. So we should, as a comic store, be very, very excited to have this in print in the fall. Not only because it's really good content, but because it will introduce a lot of people to comic stores. And that needs to be important. And I'm finding a lot of times for a lot of businesses, getting new customers doesn't seem to be their priority, which is odd.
Yeah, it's really weird. Brandy is saying here, I had not heard of it before, but I'm pretty excited after reading up on it. And see, that's the thing. When you take in information, you honestly follow up on it. You go, oh, people are saying this about it. I'm going to look into it and look into more. It's part of the reason why I actually started kind of going through webtoons. I want to say like September-ish. And like that's honestly, I felt like I was like, oh wow, I'm missing out on this big cultural thing that's happening in my industry. But I kind of half heard about it and then still didn't follow up and didn't do anything. And these mental blocks that we have as an industry are huge in terms of formatting, and a lot of it is just how we were raised too.
Yeah, I mean, even the forward-thinking businesses, it's very easy to put up mental walls without realizing it.
Simone is saying, can't wait. I've read some of it. I'm so excited. The two that I read most frequently on Webtoon are Lore Olympus and Space Boy. Space Boy is one of my absolute favorites. It'll break your heart every time. The creator is just so super sweet to all of his fans. He'll often run at the end of his comics a bunch of fan art and do nice comments about them. There was one time when he did like a brief hiatus to kind of catch up on some things because of life stuff, and he announced the hiatus. And since this was back in this timeline for me, I went to the next one, and it was a little comic of him talking with his editor, and his editor was just like, you know what, you should probably take the extra week and you know, be off just a little bit longer. And him in his drawing sort of like breaks down a little bit slightly. It's just like, oh my God, thank you so much. And the comments afterwards that from his fandom was just like, no, this is absolutely important. You need to take care of yourself. You're a good person. These characters will be fine, and we'll catch up with them later. Like, it was extremely sweet. And that's kind of the atmosphere that I'm getting from Webtoons, is this very positive engagement with the fan base that kind of builds and builds and builds. And we have a chance to be a part of that kind of community. I'm super excited. And that's also why we endeavor to keep Space Boy in as much stock as possible, because like, oh my goodness, it's so good.
Yeah, volume 9 just came out, so I have that one in stock. And I have the first couple if you still want to start it, because we're starting people on Space Boy pretty much every week now.
Heck yeah. Oh my goodness, it's so good. So that was kind of the biggest news that I had this week. We were getting a lot of stuff together for something that's not really coming together properly. So we're a little bit behind. We'll talk about that eventually.
Yeah, when everything shakes out, we'll let you know.
Yeah, it's not anything bad.
It's okay.
Us in the stores, exactly. Us in the stores not going anywhere.
No.
It's just one of those things where we thought something was lining up. To be fair, a lot earlier than we thought it would.
Yeah. So maybe it was just like too good to be true kind of thing. Yeah.
Joseph says fancy floof. She is.
Yeah.
Or pretty floof. She is.
She is our beautiful floof.
Yeah, she is our oldest. Joseph, if you didn't catch more of the beginning stuff, 14 years old. Our Jiminy.
All right. Well, moving on. Let me see here. Well, as we all know, I won't be spoiling anything, but I just wanted to mention that WandaVision had its finale on Friday. Long story short, I loved it.
We will be talking about it on Thursday with the spoilers banner.
Yeah, exactly. But it leads into my next piece of news, which is now that WandaVision is done, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier will be coming out on midnight, Friday, March 19th.
Ooh, that's not this Friday, but next Friday.
Exactly.
I've heard rumors, and I have not been able to confirm this, although I have also not been looking, that on Friday they will be releasing a behind-the-scenes making of WandaVision episode.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I am all about Wanda. I will say the finale and really the whole show made me so excited for the next movies because I can start to see how things are lining up.
Yeah, I'm really excited about all of that stuff because like we forget that it has been a little over a year since the last Marvel Cinema Universe content actually came out. That's
true.
Yeah.
What even was it?
It was I think it was the last Spider-Man movie, technically.
Oh my gosh.
And that was like fall of 2019.
Oh yeah.
November, I think.
Yeah, that's okay. Because my last theater movie was Birds of Prey, so that's the one that's stuck in my head
over a year ago. That was
February, and it still holds true today in my heart. I love it.
Heck yeah.
So I just wanted to mention, get excited for that. Of course, we've got Sam Wilson and Bucky Barnes doing like an Odd Couple thing. There's also Peggy Carter's granddaughter. Sharon. I was like, I never remember her name.
Emily Van Camp from Television's Everwood.
Oh, there we go. And someone with a mask. So, because they released new. Okay. Baron Helmut Zemo.
Oh, Baron Zemo.
Oh, yeah.
That guy's a dick.
Yeah, well, he's a baddie.
Yeah.
He's wearing a purple toque.
On the weekend, I was discussing with one of the customers that it seems like they're trying to build the Young Avengers. And you remember in the original team of Young Avengers, the character Patriot?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, who was the son of the original Captain America that nobody talks about?
Yep, because he was black.
Could that be a part of this movie? Or this series? Because that would be cool.
Maybe.
Because they're building out all the other ones.
They are.
They got Tommy and Billy in this one.
They do. They've got Kate.
Yeah.
There's going to be America Chavez.
Yeah.
There's rumors of Prodigy.
Ant-Man's daughter,
yes.
Cassie Lang.
Cassie, she's going to grow up. I can't remember her hero name. It was like
Stature.
Stature, yeah. Because she could grow and stuff. But yeah.
It's exciting, right?
I mean, we need all the puzzle pieces. So I mean, obviously they've got to show up.
This could have some of it, especially if it's like an exploration, because it does have the Falcon in there too. Mm-hmm. This exploration of this history of Captain America that was unexplored, which is basically like they tested the serum on black people first. Yeah, which is like real history, horrible and offensive and racist. Marvel doesn't have that in print right now. It is on their Marvel Unlimited app. It's called Captain America Truth. Yep. And it's a really, really good read, and it's a bit of a hard read. The writer of it actually took over Captain America for a little bit of time, and had pitched when he was writing Bucky coming back. Oh wow! And he was turned down. Oh no. Part of it was. Marvel editorial was like, no, like if Bucky comes back, it needs to be something bonkers good. And when Ed Brubaker pitched what he pitched for the Winter Soldier, they're like, okay, we can't not do this. This is actually pretty cool and adds things. Okay. But I would be very interested to see what that original pitch was. Yeah, no, that would be neat. Mm-hmm. All right, what else you got, girl?
All right, we are switching over to DC.
Ooh.
DC launches massive Believe in Wonder campaign for Wonder Woman's 80th anniversary.
Who's Wonder Woman?
Get out.
I know on one of the streaming services, there's that Professor Marston and the Wonder Woman thing that we watched.
I put it in our queue.
Yeah, I can't remember which streaming service it is, but that is a bonkers good movie, folks.
I want to say it's on Crave.
We
have too many streaming services. In any case, if you haven't seen it, Professor Marston, what is it called?
And the Wonder Woman, I think.
I think so. I'm going to do a quick Google.
It definitely focuses on the creator of Wonder Woman's poly relationship that he had with his partner and their assistant, I believe.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's
consensual poly relationship.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful film, and it really should be seen more because it goes back into why the origin of Wonder Woman has more BDSM elements, and it has a lot of more feminine agency.
Yeah, it does.
So, oops, no, close that. All right, so they are going big. Finally, thank you, because we've been waiting years for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we've had, every year there's been like Batman Day, and he's great, but he's a boring, white, sad billionaire. So
he's literally who we're fighting against right now.
I know, right?
He's basically like, what if Jeff Bezos was like, I fight crime now?
Oh no, he did recently retire, so he'd work less. So what if he starts? I mean, if there's a vigilante that shows up, I'm just saying it's going to be Jeff Bezos.
He retired-ish. He moved to a different position in the company so that he could do the same things he's doing, but take none of the responsibility for it.
Exactly. I don't care for him.
No.
Anyway, billionaires are the enemy, so Batman is the enemy. Anyway, every year, like clockwork, they were like, hey, Batman Day. And we're like, I mean, I guess, but why do you have to like promo him? And then 1 year.
1 year.
When I think the movie was coming out. That's it. 1 year. It was like, Wonder Woman Day? So suck on that. Die mad about it.
It was our second best sales day of the entire year.
Yes.
Just a hair behind Free Comic Book Day. And Free Comic Book Day was bonkers. Wonder Woman Day blew the roof off. Now, that's partly because out of all the stores in the city, we're the place you go for Wonder Woman Day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we pushed it. We made a point. We were like, okay, if you're not going to give her airtime, we're going to give her airtime.
We're going to do it. We should almost, when things are open, just do it. Just do a celebration of Wonder Woman and strong superhero characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's awesome. I like it. All right, so they are going big. This year we'll have, good Lord, there's going to be videos. There's going to be spotlight videos on like female creators and every industry. There is going to be clothing design. There is some athleisure from Venus Williams. There's a really, really pretty kind of like, I don't even know. She's so fancy. They also described it as a luxurious limited edition collection from Australian designer Camilla. And I'm like, I don't know who that is, but pretty.
Yeah.
They also have the Anne 100-page spectacular.
So like all those 100 pages that were coming out in the past for DC stuff of all these characters. It's Wonder Woman's turn, you nerds.
Yeah, get with it. There will also be sorry. They're releasing the new Wonder Woman 1984 on like digital HD and Blu-ray and DVD. They also finally talk about comics, which is good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna circle back to them because there's a lot of other stuff, and then we'll talk about comics.
Absolutely.
So you can get I believe in Wonder Woman 80th anniversary T-shirt. There's digital stories. Ooh, Fans of all ages can enjoy listening to 4 brand new You Choose Wonder Woman stories from Capstone,
Ooh.
which we do.
Heck yeah.
Additionally, Serial Box, which I also use, will release their Wonder Woman Heartless serialized story exclusively via the app. Okay, this is like, okay, I'm promoting Google here. I don't mean to, but Google users can also say, "Hey Google, talk to Wonder Woman stories." You can talk to Wonder Woman.
I like it.
That's awesome. HBO Max is going to have the 2017 Wonder Woman movie and every episode of the television series available this month
Ooh.
on HBO Max. So if you have that, you suddenly have all of the Wonder Woman stuff.
All of it.
There's games with, like, she's in Injustice 2. Nintendo is going to release DC Superhero Girls Teen Power. It's a new title for the Switch, which is awesome. There's going to be like a virtual run. So cool.
They're actually doing something this time.
Yeah, they're doing everything.
Which is really cool, because usually when Wonder Woman stuff comes up, do you remember all those things they did for her 75th? 75 years is pretty big, right? And they,
Wait.
And they...
I found the button.
You found the button. Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of crickets. Okay.
Goes on for a bit.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so now let's circle back to comics. Let's talk comics. Wonder Woman comics.
Yeah.
Let's start with so they've got the Wonder Woman Earth 1 Volume 3 hardcover, which we got in last week. I think I'm already sold out. So, woo! I might have one left, but just let me know. We can also have 1 and 2 ordered, obviously. There's going to be a new Sensational Woman, Volume 1, Wonder Woman, Sensational Woman.
The single issues have just started for that one.
Exactly.
In print, and are available digitally pretty much day and date. If you're in the States, I believe you can read them already on the DC Infinite app, because a lot of their digital first stuff they're doing right on that app. Right when it's released, which I think is really cool.
Yes, and when is Canada getting DC Infinite?
That should be in the summer. They haven't specified a date, but they said summer 2021.
That's exciting.
Very exciting.
So, let me go back up. There also is, I would highly recommend a series from a few years ago called Sensation Comics with Wonder Woman, which was also an anthology series about Wonder Woman done by different creators. Highly, highly, highly recommend that. It is, I believe, 3 volumes?
Yeah.
3 volumes. It was brilliant.
It too was a digital first thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good times.
Nice. I love it. We've got the Nubia Real 1. So Nubia is Wonder Woman's sister. It does go into a bit of the lore if you don't know who she is, but you want a kick-butt YA about a teen girl of color.
It's canon, baby.
Exactly. How teens grow up these days. You know, there's a lot of racism, and there's protests, and a lot of things you have to do around cops that white people don't. And this is all in here. It's all in here. It's written by people of, the creators are all women of color. Yeah.
One of the, and this is a point of privilege thing, one of the more harrowing things that I've actually ever heard in the store is a young customer explaining how he had to teach his sister how to act around cops. And it wasn't just, go about your business, because they happen to be not white, and the problems that they've endured by just sort of like standing around and being who they are, and getting hit with that, like you can hear it, but getting hit with that in such a way that it actually finally just sort of like gets into your head, and you're just like, oh yeah, like there's never a moment where I'd look at somebody and just be like, oh, I should probably explain to you how to act a certain way, so that you don't get in trouble with the people who are supposed to protect you. I mean, there is now, because like I have members of my family who who are not white. And that's discussions that they have to have, and that sucks.
Beyond, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Not good, everybody.
Yeah.
Not good.
Exactly. So it is an amazing read. It is a powerful read. It absolutely can be a hard read, but I wouldn't not recommend it. Double negative. I would recommend it. Good Lord.
Yeah, good times.
I know, I did the thing.
Do you have anything else before I go into my garbage? My garbage?
Is it this garbage or is it other garbage? Oh, no, your other garbage.
Yeah, my other garbage.
Okay. No. Honestly, there's going to be a ton of Wonder Woman stuff out this year, which is very exciting. So look out for it. We will be definitely pushing it hard because we love Wonder Woman, and generally, she is written really well. There's actually like not many arcs that I would be like, oh, that's not her at all. What book did you think you were writing? So generally, what people who have written Wonder Woman, it's like, okay,
they kind of get it, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about garbage.
Garbage.
I was gonna do this.
No, we'll talk about it afterwards. I'll save it to the end so that people can just be like, peace out if they want it.
All right. So do you want to talk about this?
What we're gonna watch on Tubi this afternoon?
Yes. So, if you don't know, just in case you are coming into this show for the first time, because weirdly and also nicely, we've been having a lot of first-time viewers, which is so great.
And folks who end up coming into the store. It's also really cool.
Yeah. The last week or 2 weeks ago, we had this nice gentleman come in and be like, "Oh yeah, I saw you on your video," and I'm like, "I don't know who you are," but I didn't say that out loud because like I know social etiquette. But I was like, I'm excited that you're in here. I also didn't say that because anyway, I said something normal. So we every Monday
smash cut to past Danica just literally yelling the words "something normal" at this customer.
It would be true.
I mean, hi.
Hi, welcome to our store. It's very normal here. Oh no. Anyway, so every Monday, we watch a movie on Tubi, which is a free service. We have chosen Tubi because it is available to everyone, and so there's no barriers.
Everybody with an internet connection.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You can't just kind of think about it.
Yeah.
One day, the chips will be in our brains, and then you can watch Tubi.
Yeah, once we're all vaccinated.
Normal. Okay.
Get those microchips.
So, for this, and it ranges from, we have to watch this because it looks so silly, and, oh, I really like that movie. We could watch it again.
Yeah.
Or, oh, I haven't seen that. That looks very silly. I will enjoy talking about this.
Yeah.
So this week, we actually chose a brand new movie because it has a crossover aspect with our jobs. It's been advertised in comics.
In the back of every DC book in March so far. You will see ads for a movie called Lazarus. Lazarus appears to be a very low-budget superhero movie that we are going to really enjoy.
Yes. Tubi's one-sentence description is thus. After a man is revived from death by murder.
Death by murder.
I love that phrase. Except when it happens in real life, obviously.
Yeah. The person contracted a bad case of death by murder.
That sounds like an Agatha Christie novel, like Death by Murder. I feel like someone's written.
Probably, yeah.
Anyway, he finds that he has otherworldly powers to help avenge the crime ring out to destroy him and his city.
Yeah.
I am so in for this.
It is apparently
I'm very excited.
Premiering on Tubi. So it has never been seen elsewhere other than Tubi.
The cast list Maya?
It lists Maya?
Yes.
Okay.
Does everybody know who Maya is? She's like an R&B pop star who was like really popular in the 90s and aughts, and I don't know if she's still doing music, but I guess she's acting now. I'm really excited.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting dealy-hoo. So if you all want to watch that over the course of the week, we will be talking about it on Thursday, along with some WandaVision spoilers.
Yay.
On our big best of the week show that we do on Thursdays at 9-10 p.m.
All right. So we've announced our to be. It was to be announced, and now it was announced.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of bad names for this segment, so it'll work. It'll come down at some point to something. Okay. So I want you to talk about something that I don't care about.
Yeah, baby. I think the very end segment might end up being wrestle talk, so that folks can kind of like get around it, and there'll be like a little banner.
Wrestle.
A little banner where the cats are right here.
Aw, can you put a banner on Jim? She would love that. Like not IRL, but just like computer-wise.
Yeah, just like a little sash. She's got a sash.
She would hate that.
Yeah. So AEW had their big Revolution pay-per-view on the weekend. One of the things advertised for it was a exploding barbed wire death match, which apparently is not a thing they made up. It's a thing that has existed and has happened a few times. The idea is there are triggers attached to the lines of barbed wire that if you hit the lines, which are basically like the wrestling ring, I was going to say arms, ropes. The ropes, they're barbed wire instead of ring ropes. An explosion goes off right next to you. Safe, right? Ooh. Super safe. So one of the stipulations of this match is after 30 minutes, at the end of the match, all of the rest of the explosives would go off around the ring and cause heck. So they build up to this drama. The match actually ends a bit early, but the good guy gets beaten down and left in the middle of the ring as the countdown's going. One of his friends comes out to try and drag him out. Can't do it, so ends up like covering him. And then these tiny little pow pow, pow pow, sparkles, bang,
boom, boom,
goes off around him. And the show, which everyone had been like fairly hyped on, was like, yeah, oh my god. And there's tension building up, and they're like jumping off these things into tables filled with barbed wire and all this kind of stuff and explosions, and it ends with just like and the internet was like, what the hell? They're trying to cover it up. I'm pretty sure that they'll make it work on regular television, but that's like a very lackluster way to end your exploding barbed wire death match. But the idea was like the heel character had designed this as a sort of death trap for the good guy who was fighting him. And what they're trying to play off now is just like, no, he did a really bad job of building a death trap because he is bad at it.
Nice.
Was just trying to mess with him and just be like, yeah, no, I'm gonna straight up murder you in the ring, and then just like, oh, now you look like an idiot. So like, you destroyed him in two ways, basically. You won the match, you got him scared, and you humiliated him at the end because then everyone's like, oh, what the hell?
Well, there you go.
So hey, maybe it's good healing. At the very least, it's good not killing people. So that's nice.
And don't explode your friends.
Don't explode your friends or employees. Don't do it. That would be bad.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
All right, folks. That'll wrap up Yegs and Bacon for today. We are going to watch some Tubi and probably do a little bit of work.
Yes. We have much work to do, as always.
Indeed. That's what we do on our days off. So much fun.
All right, everybody. We will see some of you IRL on Wednesday, and we will see some of you folks on Thursday night.
Good night. Bye.